Welcome to another OnlyFans video. Today we're talking all about how to set up your OnlyFans for success, and we're starting from the very basics. I've been getting a ton of questions on how to set up their OnlyFans account and how to get approved, because I guess a lot of people have been getting denied from OnlyFans, and it seems like people who are just getting started in the last few months have had a lot of struggles on how to set up their platform so that they can actually start to make money. Today, we're gonna get into all of those little details, and I'm gonna create a new OnlyFans from scratch with you. And then it also comes with this, and it also came with like little clickers, all the cute outfits and toys and all that stuff. My aesthetic, and this is what my followers can expect from my page. This is something that I post in threads. For marketing campaigns, so this is really cute. Into Facetune, and I don't really do that much one day, and then scheduling it out throughout the week. So it's a lot less stressful, and you can really schedule your week that way. For types of people, I put model, but sometimes I use my camera, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's photo shoot day, and now I'm going to make my lemonade, do my nails, and we're gonna head out. Now, before we begin, there's actually something very important that I think a lot of people are missing the mark on. So many people don't want their social media attached to their OnlyFans, and that is completely okay. But what they're missing is that you do have to have some sort of social media presence. So whether that's your personal account or you make a completely separate one, you need to have a social media presence to even start on OnlyFans. They have to confirm that you're a real person. So the first step before even getting on OnlyFans, start to build up your social media presence. If you're choosing to be a no-face creator, there are plenty of ways to do this. You can put on masks, you can put different things in front of your face and create different types of content for different platforms. But the main thing is that you need to use whatever username you're going to use on your OnlyFans for your social media platform, so that it matches up and so that people can see that you're a real person and that you're posting and that you're actually human. The platforms that OnlyFans usually recommends you to attach is Instagram and Twitter. So those are the ones that I would build at the beginning. I would at least post a few times a day for a week before even starting an OnlyFans. Okay, so we are sat at my desk now, and if you don't already know, I actually have a mentorship program, an online course where you can get all the help that you need to start your OnlyFans and to really grow a thriving six-figure business on the platform and in general on social media. I share all of my best tips and tricks, and you also have full access to communication with me. Now, with that being said, that is kind of the reason I know all of the issues that have come about. I know how frustrating it can be when you get denied your OnlyFans account, and that has happened to a few of my students, and I've helped them get through that pain and frustration of not being accepted and how to go about it and move forward. So for today, I'm going to be creating an OnlyFans account from scratch, and I'm going to take you through every step of the way. Like I said, the first thing that you need to do is create social media accounts that you can attach to your page. So because I already have my social media accounts, I can attach to the ones that I already have. I also would recommend creating an email that you can use for your OnlyFans so that everything kind of has that same username and same feel to it. And you can also use this email to email with your fans, and it's just good to have a separate business email for your new OnlyFans account. Be sure to use your real legal name on your account, because if not, they could flag you if your name doesn't match your ID. After you've already established your account and you got it accepted by OnlyFans, then you can always go in and change any name or anything like that. Also, your username is really the only thing that your fans will see unless you make it public for them to see your name. So for the email, I am going to use my real name, and then I'm going to use the username that I want to use for OnlyFans. My email for my OnlyFans is onlyalani.com. So I'm using the username onlyalani@gmail.com. Now I'm gonna try and get that same username on OnlyFans, but if you can't get the same username, it's okay. You can make different variations of the same username. So let's see what we can get. Let's sign up. Okay, so the next step is that we need to verify our email. So just go into your email and see if you got an email. If you didn't, then you can go back to your OnlyFans and click verify email. Send confirmation and then go refresh your email. You should have an email there, so you can click on the link, and from there your email is confirmed. As you can see, it took us to our settings where our email is. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go into profile, and then I'm gonna change my username right here. Only Alanah. So it looks like I can get this username, which is great. So I'm gonna use that username. I'm just gonna push save before it goes away. That is the first step in the process. Once you have the username that you want, like I said, it might not be as easy as just clicking yes. If it comes up with an X, or it's red, or it doesn't have a blue check mark, anything else, then you're gonna wanna change it. So we would have to put like a 1 at the end, or different numbers to try and change it up, or maybe a different spelling, or use a 0 instead of an O. Figure out what username is available. And I have heard that some people go in and check usernames to see if it is available, and they might not find a profile with the username that they wanna use. But then once they go in to make their profile, it turns out that they aren't able to use that username. It could be that someone has used that username, but they aren't a creator, and that's why you can't use that username. You're gonna have to figure out a new username. The next thing is your display name. Right now, I'm gonna leave that as is, because when we go in to verify who we are as a creator, we're gonna want our name to be matching up with who we are. So let's leave that as is right now, but just know that you can always come back to this profile settings and you can change your display name for everybody. Once that's done, you can add a photo here and a cover photo here. And you're also gonna wanna add in your bio. So what I always recommend in a bio is kind of offering an insight of what you're gonna post on your page. Feet pics, if you're gonna post furry stuff, if you're gonna post whatever you're gonna post, whatever your niche is, that's what you're gonna wanna put in your bio. Make sure it's very clear for your audience so that they know what to expect if they did choose to subscribe to your page. The next thing that we're gonna wanna do is go down to where it says subscriptions, prices, and bundles. Under profile, you're gonna need to have a banner and a profile picture to even add in your bank account. So let's just go ahead and do that now. I'm going to use this photo, I'm gonna push it in landscape, and then I'm going to do it like that. Bring it down. Now, once that's done, I'm gonna push done and then also save, and that should save as our banner. Okay, so now you can see the photo is saved as our banner. I'm gonna push save one more time up here at the top. Next, I'm gonna add my bio, and like I said, you need to add something that gives a little insight into what you're gonna be posting on your page so that somebody is aware of what they're paying for, especially if you're gonna have a subscription price. So I'm gonna put subscribe to this page for all my favorite pics from my main OnlyFans account. There you go. Next up, you can put a location if you want to put where you're from. I don't think you need to do this, but if you want to, we can put Los Angeles for me. You can put your website URL. So I'm gonna put onlyalani.com, which is my main page. Also, you can add an Amazon wish list. I'm just going to save it as is for now, and then go down to subscription price and bundles. So if your page is not set up like we just did, then you will not be able to add a bank account to your page. So make sure that you've set up at least your profile pictures and your username before adding a bank account. The first thing you're gonna do is add the country that you're in, tick that you are of age, go next. And then it says, we recommend using a mobile device with a camera to complete this verification step. Now, this step is to verify that you are the person that you're claiming to be. So I'm gonna push agree here. And then it's going to ask me to do this with my phone. So next up, use your phone, use the QR code. And now it's asking me to choose a document to start the verification process. I can use my passport, my identification card, or my driver's license. So now it's loading and it's at 1%. So you just kind of have to be patient and wait. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others, but this is going to allow us to add our bank account. And then once we add our bank account, we want to make sure that we add our social media accounts too, so that while it's verifying our account, we do get approved. If you don't add your social media links, you are more than likely going to get denied. Now it is done being verified. The next step is it says you need to please add your photo ID to be able to request a payout. So you're gonna have to fill out the rest of this. Make sure everything is correct on your ID and on here. Make sure you're using your legal name, and I'm gonna fill this out and then I'll get back to you. One other thing that you may also be doing wrong is that there is a part here that says release forms, and if you overlook that and you send this for approval before sending in your release form, you're gonna get denied. And I feel like a lot of people might not even realize this. Underneath all of the banking information, you need to add in your release form. And your release form is you holding your identification card or your passport or whatever you're using to get approved. So I just took a picture of me holding my ID card, and I'm going to send that to my laptop right now. And I'm gonna add that in to where it says add file. Make sure you add in the expiration date for your identification. Make sure that all looks correct. And then once that's done, you can send it in for verification. And also in this section, there is a spot to add your Twitter and your Instagram, so please do that. Like I said, those are gonna be the 2 social media platforms that they ask for, and they're very important. So make sure you have stuff already on your social media before starting this process. Send for approval, and now the hard part. It says, please allow 24 to 48 hours for review. So during this time, you need to be making sure that your social media is up to date. Make sure that your OnlyFans profile looks pretty good too, like you have stuff listed in your bio section and all of your stuff is linked. So another thing you can do while you wait is actually connect your social media accounts to this OnlyFans profile. And this is really gonna help them identify you and confirm that it's actually you, that you can actually get into the social media platforms that you listed in your form. You can add your phone number, which I highly recommend that you do. The next thing is that you can link your Twitter account and your Google account. Again, I would highly recommend that you do this. Now, let's see if we get verified tomorrow. And if you don't get verified, they're gonna send you an email that says if you're verified or not. And if you don't get verified, they will have a description of what you need to do to get approved. It's that time. Good morning. So it is the next day and we are going to see if we've got approved for our new OnlyFans account. I'm gonna check the email that we created. Woo! Okay, so we have been approved. Like I said, I think the most important thing is to make sure that you get that picture with your identification card, and also you have your social media set up so that when they take a look at your social media, it matches up with your face that's on your identification card. If you are doing a no show, like no face type of thing, just make sure that your social media is really full. There's lots going on there. There's engagement already happening, even if it's a little bit, if you're just getting started. But just make sure you're posting, you're reaching out to people, and trying to get those likes in. So the account has been approved. So the next step is actually setting it up for success so that you can make money on the platform. I am stoked. I mean, I was kind of excited for it to not be approved so I could show you what steps to take, but let's just go over that before we start setting up anything else. The first thing is, if you didn't get approved, it's gonna send you an email. You're gonna get an email that says that something was missing from your application, or that you need social media links, whatever it is. It's going to tell you, it's going to list it, what you need to do and what next steps you need to take. Make sure you're reading that email thoroughly and figuring out why they didn't approve your account. Now, let's move on to the OnlyFans account. I am in the OnlyFans account, and the next thing that it says is that we need to verify the payout details. So as we talked about yesterday, you can't actually add your bank account or anything like that, or add a price tag until you actually get approved. So make sure you're approved before trying to even get to this step. So a few things to note is that you have a minimum withdrawal of $20. So you do have to make $20 before you can actually get paid on OnlyFans. And you also have to fill out a W-9 form so that you can do taxes on this. And maybe I'll make a whole video on taxes. But what I would recommend is make sure you learn about, self-employment taxes and how to file if you are self-employed, which is what you are if you are doing OnlyFans. Okay, so click here to fill out your W-9 form. Let's fill this all out. Once you fill out the W-9 form, make sure you scroll all the way down to the bottom and hit send. Then it's asking for a security check through your email. So double check that you've sent it to your send code to my email. When it asks you for the code, make sure you hit send code to my email and then it will actually send, because if not, it doesn't send any code. So now we've made it to the step of adding in our bank information. So I'm just doing that now. You can actually only have one bank attached to 2 different OnlyFans accounts, and after that they limit you, so you're gonna have to choose a different bank account. I just realized that right now. Done. Our bank account is attached. Let's go back to setting, and now we can actually put in a subscription price. A lot of people ask me, how do I price out my content? How do I decide a subscription price? So if you're just getting started and you don't already have a social media following, I would really recommend starting anywhere from $5 to $10 for your subscription price, or even starting a free page. You can still make a ton of money with a free page because you can send out pay-per-view messages, you can have locked posts and all of that. And also you can always change your subscription price at any point in time. If I were you and I was just getting started, I would actually do a very low price, or I would not have a price at all. I have a free page and I also have a paid page. My paid page is $18, and that's because I already had a social media following, so I feel like you can charge a little bit more because you already are somebody that people are interested in and people want to see, this other side of you. So if you already have a social media following, I think you can go a little bit higher, like $15 to $20, but anything over $20 I think is a little bit too much in my opinion, but I do see that some girls have it over that. It's really up to you. I would recommend going smaller and getting as many followers as possible over having a few followers and having a higher subscription price. Like I said, I already have a free page and I have a paid page, but I don't have a page that's around $5. So I'm just gonna make this one $5. Save that. And then the other thing that you can do is create a subscription bundle and free trial links and all of that. So today, let's create a subscription bundle, because I think another thing to entice new people to your page, if you think about like Black Friday deals or like holiday specials, all these businesses have sales going on. So it's kind of like the same thing. It kind of entices people to give it a try, and especially if they don't know who you are yet or what you're gonna post, or if they like what you are gonna post, this gives them an opportunity to get a discount on the first month. 10% off for 3 months, or they can do another one we can do is 15% off for 6 months, and then they only let you have 3 different bundle deals. So for the last one, we'll do 20% off for 12 months. So then you can see how much they'd actually be charged there. So for 3 months on a $5 subscription, if they got 10% off, it would be $13.50 for the 3 months, and then so on and so on. It looks like not that much, but I promise you there's tons of other ways to make money on the platform, and subscriptions is definitely a big way if you have a big following, but really you can make a lot of money in the chats. Let's move on to fans and following. The settings here are some things that you can turn on and off. So the first one is auto follow back for the duration of subscription. So that is just basically auto following anybody that's following you. There's not really a reason to do this. It might help with longevity of each subscriber. They might feel, oh, she followed me back. That's so nice. So if you wanted, you could turn that on. I'll turn it on for this one. I don't have it on for any of my other accounts. The next one is reward your subscribers for referrals. If they refer your page to somebody, they get a free month for referring. You can turn this on, but I honestly don't think that many people are referring you to other people. I don't think that's happening that often. And then the last 2 options down here are to notify your top 1 and 5% subscribers or fans, basically the people that have spent the most on your page. You can leave this on. I think it kind of gives them a little reward. It makes them feel special, and they're like, oh, I want to be in the top 1% again. Like they would want to spend the same amount the next month. So next thing is notifications. I don't like having notifications on, so I'm just gonna turn off all my email notifications. The next thing in the settings section is chat, and this is gonna be a very important way to make money. So what you're gonna wanna do is send a welcome message to new fans. So as you can see here, we need to toggle this on. You need to type a message, put a price tag on it, and add some media. So I'm gonna say, hi, welcome to my newest OF page. For your welcome message, I would recommend, saying who you are, what type of content you're gonna send out, and then also saying, I'm open to sending out requests and customs, so please let me know if there's anything that I can get you. Add in a few emojis and hearts and things like that, and then add your media. The way you add media is you click this picture button, and obviously I'm on my laptop right now, but on a phone the pictures would stay the same, so you can find it. It might look a little bit different, but look around and you'll see it. So as you can see, I've uploaded a lot of content for this. The minimum you can do is $3, so I'm just gonna do $3 because it is photos. If you're wondering how to price your content, I personally don't really send out photos that often. I always send out videos, and they're always over a minute long, and they're always a little bit more extreme than what you would see on my page. And then I would price them anywhere from $5 to about $20, $25, depending on what it is and how long the content is. But I would say I normally stay around the $10 to $12 price range for most of my content that I send out, and most of it is around 2 minutes long, and it is a little more X-rated than what you would see on my actual page. But since today I'm just sending out photos, I think $3 is totally fine. And as you can see, there's a blue border around all the photos that we just uploaded, and then we have the price to view, and it's $3. But if you look over here, there's a spot that says free preview. You can create any photos that you want for the free preview. What I like to do, especially for videos, is I will take a screenshot from the video, and then I will use the Facetune app, blur out the photo, and then use that photo as my free preview. So today I'm just gonna give them a free preview of an actual photo that I've already posted a few times. Let's move this one over to the free preview. So how do we move it over? We press this arrow here, and then we choose the one that we want to move over. So I'm gonna move this one to this side. And then once you have your free preview over here, you can put as many free preview options as you want. You can even put maybe clip bits of videos if you wanted to do a full-length video and then take a clip of the video and put that as a free preview, whatever you want to do. So today I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit the check mark, and then in the description I am going to write what they can open here. So I'm going to say, here are all the photos from my beach shoot. The next thing you want to do is scroll down a little bit and hit save. Now we have our welcome message, and you can see it. It'll load once it's ready. Another thing I want to mention is if you are creating content with somebody else, you need to create a release form with them. So they need to have either an OnlyFans page already and you can tag them, or they need to create a release form and send it in on your OnlyFans. And so we will do that next, because I think that's very important if you are going to be having others on your page. So we want to add that release forms. As you can tell, there's a couple of different menu options. So you can see this one here on this side that has the main things that you would need. But then if you click more, there's a second page here of options for you. So this menu is going to have the release forms. So you're going to click on release forms, and then you can either add a user that's already on OnlyFans, or you can create a release form. And you can create your release form over here on this side. It says create a new release link that you can send to somebody, or add a signed release form here, and make sure that they have their identification and everything. That's just the same way that you created your own release form. They have to do it with the photo. You need to add that in if you're going to be working with a partner or anything like that. Make sure you do that, because your content will just get taken down if you don't. So the next thing is, I always like to set up a menu of content that you are able to create specific for your fans. Obviously, you are able to make your own content and just choose what you want to make, but also a great way to make money is by offering options for your fans. A lot of the time people ask, hey, I want to get some feet pics. How much are they? I want to get this or that. How much is that? And if you have a menu ready to go, you can already just price out your content. They can see it. You can send it over, and then they can ask you, okay, I'll take the 2 photos of this or that. I like to go onto my story on Instagram, and there's an option on Instagram to create. If you can see, this is an option to create a post. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna change the color. You could do white, you could do black, you can add photos, whatever you wanna do. And then I create a menu by typing in something. If you're wondering again how to price your content, I would highly recommend following another creator and seeing what their tip menu looks like. If they don't have a tip menu, then even asking them, you know, what type of content do you sell and how much are each of those things? Most people have a tip menu, I feel like, so you can really just log on to anyone's. Most things are ranged from like $5 to $25. And also if you're doing custom videos, I think people charge a little bit more then, and then it's like per minute. So you could charge, say, you know, $10 to $20 per minute. I normally use like a photo of me or a photo of something pretty that I like, and then I really design it and customize it. And then I would actually post that photo to my OnlyFans page and pin it to the top. So I'm gonna do a post, and I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll show you how to pin it to the top. So if we go to the home page here and then just click on, at the top is where you can create a new post. So add media, just the same that we did earlier. Choose the photo. I'm gonna use that same photo. Okay, so we're gonna post this, and then I'm gonna show you how to pin your menu, because obviously this would be your menu that we're talking about. I just don't have a menu for this page yet. Then what you can do is go up to these top little 3 dots, and you can click pin to your profile. So that's this one here, pin to your profile. Okay, so that is how you set up your page for success. If you need any more help on how to send out pay-per-view messages, on how to do this, on how to do that, you let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to make another video for you. I hope this video was helpful for those of you that are trying to figure out how to set up their page. And that was it for today. Please be sure to watch my full OnlyFans playlist. I have tons of videos on how to get started, days in my life, and so on. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.